Hello everyone, Chess Hoodie here. We have another game. So today I was black against Johnny B 222 with a rating of 2293. And in this game I made 6 blunders. My opponent made 9 blunders. But it doesn't matter how many blunders you make as long as you are not the one to make the last blunder. So he made more, but let's see who was the one to make the last one. Maybe it was me, or maybe it was him. Let's see. So he was white. He opened with d4. I replied d6, c4, knight f6, and now knight c3, e5. He played e3. And here I played knight c6. I don't really know why I played it. Of course, it makes more sense to put the knight here. But for some reason, I played knight c6. After d5, knight e7, we somehow transpose to king's Indian defense. So let's observe. This is now classical king's Indian defense, and I don't know much about this opening, to tell you the truth. I did play it sometimes with white and sometimes with black, but not really in this classical main line. So let's observe what happened. I played h6. My idea is to control g5 because eventually I will push f5 and I don't want to have him this possibility. I know it is far-fetched, but that was my logic. Apparently it's not a good move, but okay. No blunders yet, just inaccuracies everywhere from both sides. So let's just observe what happened. So after these moves, I decided to put some control to this square. It's not so good, but okay. And somehow, even though I achieved f5, I don't see the follow-up. And white's play is so simple. And somewhere around here, I just felt helpless. I just thought, this is a dreadful position. Usually, white will stomp you on the queen side, and you will be lost there, but you have some attack on the king side. But there is no attack. Then white's initiative on the queen side is very strong. I mean, c5 is coming. There is nothing I can do about it. So I tried to mud the waters a little bit. Now, this was a good move. My position is dreadful, but this was a good move, vacating this square so I can maybe protect d6. So let's see. By the way, if you turn on your engine, black is just lost. And I felt helpless here. Okay, bishop g4, maybe not a good move. I don't know, but I continued with my plan, defended d6, and now he started to go astray. So if you turn on the engine, it will tell you that rook b1 is the move, and it's just bad for black. But how to find this move? Perhaps I don't have enough experience in King's Indian. You see, my opponent didn't play it. He put the rook on c1. Now comes the first blunder, bishop d7. Apparently, there was a chance to liquidate on the queen side, just to get rid of some weaknesses and play on from there. But I didn't see it, so I played bishop d7. I did plan b6, but I was waiting for him to push the f-pawn, and then my queen would come to b6 with check. Now, first blunder from my opponent. He gives up all of his advantage, but I didn't react properly. I took with bishop. The correct way was to take with pawn, and I saw this line. I saw that he can take, and then when I take, I have a discovered attack on his bishop and on his rook. But I didn't like it. I just thought he could take here and give back the exchange, and have a dominant position. Computer doesn't agree this is the best black can do, and apparently it's not so bad, but I just didn't evaluate it properly. So I played bishop f5. Now comes his second blunder. So he went knight c3. What should he have done? Don't ask me. It's too complicated. So now I'm suddenly better. From a lost position, computer thinks I'm better. Don't forget that I win a tempo here, and my queen is joining the attack. Now he makes another not so good move, and suddenly there are problems. The rook is attacked, and if it moves, the f2 pawn is tender. And the rook moved, which is a dreadful move. Of course he should not move. Yeah, I will win the exchange, but don't move that rook. Just keep it there. You cannot let me penetrate on f2. Of course I took. Now I'm winning. It's checkmate. But I didn't see it. So here comes my second blunder. I played rook c8, but apparently this move leads to checkmate. There are two checkmating threats, and white cannot stop both of them. The only way is to capture the bishop, but then it's a beautiful back rank checkmate. I didn't see it. I didn't see bishop f1 at all. So I played rook c8. Black is still winning, but it's complicated. Here comes my third blunder. So I played bishop c4, and this I understand because I was planning to push this pawn, and this is something that is a recurring theme in my games. Just a few days ago I played my live club championship, 50 years of my club that I play for. Not me, I'm not playing 50 years, but the club has been in existence for 50 years, and there were 10 players there, and I took third place, and in two games, I forgot to push my passed pawns. So it's something that I should work on. This is a winning move, but I attack the queen, which is my third blunder in the game. Computer says it's equal. Don't ask me why. It's beyond my level. Queen a3. Maybe I could understand it, but I would need to spend a lot of time here. Now comes my fourth blunder, giving up all the advantage. Probably because queens are going to get exchanged very soon. I'm not really sure. I apologize. I know that I'm trying to teach, but this position is just beyond my level, and that's the truth. So, okay, white is better. White is winning. Blunder number 4, rook f2. Here, okay, let's just call it blunder number 4. My opponent replied with another blunder because I don't understand this move. I'm not threatening anything at the moment. Yeah, I could threaten the g2 pawn soon, but right now I'm not threatening. So, I don't know. He played rook g1 and let me survive. But I failed to take advantage of it, and I played another blunder. I don't remember which blunder it is. So let's just go forward, because this is just blunders everywhere. This is a blunder. The previous move was a blunder. This is a blunder. So we are just exchanging the winning position. I am winning, he is winning, I am winning, he is winning, and nobody knows what is happening. By the way, notice that we both have like 10-15 seconds on the clock, so no wonder that there is a blunder on each move. And finally we get into a stage where no blunders are happening for some time, and let's observe. So this is an equal. I have an extra pawn, but it's an opposite colored bishop's endgame, and somehow it should be a draw. And here I made my last blunder in this game. I played king g6, thinking that a6 is not good, which is true. But had my opponent played rook c6, I cannot take. If I take, he pushes, and I just can't stop both of his pawns. So if I go there, he's just gonna give up one of his pawns and promote the other one. So this was the winning continuation for my opponent. But as it happened, I didn't see it, he didn't see it, so he made the final blunder. He played a6, and now I have this trick. First, I exchange rooks, and then I take the pawn. And now I have an extra pawn. I know it's hard to win with one extra pawn in opposite colored bishop's endgame, but I have some chances. So he needs to be careful. By the way, after some inaccuracies, the position is level. But here, yeah, I said he made the last blunder, but he made another blunder because he could have hold this position, hold it, but somehow he failed. So he went back, and now I just support my pawn, and he is lost. Okay, I didn't analyze much because this game is just chaos. So here he resigned. He is lost completely. So what I want to say, I made 6 blunders. My opponent made 9 blunders. Why did it happen? It was King's Indian. We had not much time on our clocks. So difficult position with not enough time, with not enough understanding of the position leads to blunders. It's a fact, and this game is a proof of that theory. Okay, I was the lucky guy because in the end I won, but to tell you the truth, I'm not really happy with the way I played. Anyways, we booked another win with some luck, and the journey continues. See you in the next video. Bye.